Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are doing a series on different signs of a healthy relationship, and today let's talk about validation. Validating the other person's feelings, validating the other person's experiences, validating the other person's insecurities and fears. We need to understand that the other person is their own individual. They have their own experiences. They are allowed to feel the way they want to feel, and we should validate that, and they should validate our feelings. They should validate our responses. We should take accountability for our actions in making them feel a certain way. There should always be a, a healthy conversation and communication where they are free to share how they feel with us and what is important to them with us. And if there is something that is making them feel sad or neglected, they should be able to convey that to us, and we should always validate that. And every feeling is valid, every experience is valid. Just because we would not feel the same in that situation does not mean the other person should not feel a certain way, and their feelings are valid. A lot of times we try to convince people saying like, oh, just take it lightly, the say the aunt is always like that or the uncle is always like that. Oh, they don't mean it they don't mean to hurt you, but they do feel hurt. Just because our aunt or uncle did not mean to hurt them does not mean that they did not hurt them in reality, and it needs to be addressed, and they need to be comforted. It should not be dismissed. Just because someone did not mean to hurt them does not qualify it as a valid argument to dismiss their feelings or their response. So if they feel hurt, yes, they felt hurt, and we need to address it and say, well, you should be more mindful of talking a certain way, because that hurt my child, that hurt my husband, that hurt my wife, that hurt my friend. A lot of time we groom children and say that we need to be polite to the elders, we should not hurt their feelings, we should be respectful. Yes, completely true. The conversation at the other end is also equally important. We should also talk to the adults. We should talk to our parents, we should talk to our aunts, our uncles, our siblings, and say, well, my child or my friends, they don't appreciate it when you talk this way to them, when you joke about certain things, so please refrain from doing so. And it is important, everyone's feelings are valid, and just because they assume a certain role does not give anyone a free pass to not uh, not care for the other person's feelings. When someone is hurt, yes, they are hurt, and nothing can dismiss that experience, and we need to validate it. It should be validated. If we are hurt, we are hurt, right? It does not mean that it does not matter what the other person's intentions were, or if they're usually like that, they're always like that, you should not take it seriously. No, that's not true. Letting it slide or not is a decision that we need to make, but being hurt or not is also something that is very personal, and if we are hurt, we are hurt. At the same time, if we are overjoyed, we are overjoyed. It does not matter if we are overjoyed or if we are very happy with a small thing. That is also valid. No one should decide someone else's response to uh, any situation. A proportion a proportional response, I fail to understand what a proportional response is. Everyone responds proportionately to how they are affected. There is there is nothing called blowing out of proportion when it comes to a healthy relationship. There is nothing called overreacting when it comes to a healthy relationship. Yes, there are people who take advantage of other people's kindness, other people's generosity, other people's forgiving nature, and try to manipulate situations uh, into something that fits their agenda. But that is not a healthy relationship. If we are talking about using overreacting, you are basically saying that that is not a healthy relationship, or that relationship needs work. Every response is a proportional response, because every experience is a unique experience, and that response comes from a uh, lot of experience and growing up environment. A lot of things, a lot of factors play into deciding what a proportional response is for each person, and no one else is allowed to decide what a proportional response is to the other person. For a child, yes, they respond they respond proportionately to their experiences. We should not invalidate that. Oh, it's just a small thing, just get over it. No, sit with them, ask them why they were hurt, what hurt them, and help them deal with it. Dismissing someone's feelings, dismissing and invalidating someone's experiences and feelings, and calling it disproportionate, only makes them bottle things up, only makes it more difficult for them to deal with their emotions. And sometimes, and a lot of times, they tend to accept a lot of abuse later, because their feelings have been invalidated for a long time, and they don't feel that their feelings are valid anymore. So, validating someone's feelings, validating someone's experiences is very important in every healthy relationship. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below. And please share my video with people you feel would benefit from my content. And thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Until we meet again.